Well, there was a clear winner in Wednesday's presidential debate, at least when it comes to getting all of our attention. Mitt Romney used public TV's Big Bird to make a point about spending. And as Jeff Glor reports, that has triggered an avalanche of criticism.
It was not the first time PBS has been targeted. It was maybe the most prominent platform.
I'm going to stop the subsidy to PBS. I'm going to stop other things. I like PBS. I love Big Bird. I actually like you too. But I'm not going to keep on spending money on things to borrow money from China to pay for.
Seconds after Governor Romney uttered those words, Twitter nearly tumbled over. At 1.17,000 Big Bird tweets per minute. The social network said it was the most tweeted about political event in U.S. history. Ari Fleischer, press secretary to President George W. Bush. Big Bird needs to ask Dora the Explorer how she manages to live without taxpayer money. Try it, Big Bird. You'll be just fine. Joan Rivers, attention PBS. If Mitt Romney fires Big Bird, I'm ready to fill in. I've got the perfect outfit. President Obama did not pounce directly during the debate, but he did Thursday on the trail.
And when he was asked what he'd actually do to cut the deficit and reduce spending, he said he'd eliminate funding for public television. Thank goodness somebody is finally getting tough on Big Bird. It's about time. We didn't know that Big Bird was driving the federal deficit.
Last night, the late-night shows had fun with it, too.
Fire Big Bird!
For years, conservatives have accused PBS of having a liberal bias, arguing its federal funds aren't justified. PBS CEO Paula Kerger had this response.
We are clearly, as a country, facing such significant challenges, but to talk about PBS as a solution to our budget issues, to me, is unbelievable.
Hi, Barkley.
The official Sesame Street Twitter feed, speaking as Big Bird was more coy, saying, "My bedtime's usually 7:45, but I was really tired yesterday and fell asleep at 7. Did I miss anything last night?" He did. As we still see online this morning, dozens of memes and satirical photos showing just how divisive a docile children's character can be. For CBS This Morning, I'm Jeff Glor, New York.
So, Charlie, I think there's a legitimate argument about whether the federal government should be funding PBS. But in terms of the effect it would have on the deficit is sort of silly. I mean, here's the math. I mean, I just had to draw. This is how much the Corporation for Public Broadcasting is part of our budget. 2/3 of our budget is entitlements. The debate should be about how do we pare back entitlement spending or how do we cut larger government spending in terms of, adding to the deficit. But that's just my point this morning.
Well, as you know, I have a program on PBS, but we don't get any money from PBS to create that program. It comes from underwriters and foundations.